It's so crazy this season to watch Kody pretend to be a businessman and an entrepreneur, when actually he's more manure than he is entrepreneur. Hi, my name is James, and this is my take on reality. In this episode, we're going to talk about Kody and his monopoly ways and how he's losing the game. Now, before we get started, I would ask that if you're getting anything from the content, that you consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. It really helps the channel out. It helps me out. And hey, who doesn't want to help a brother out? So go ahead and give me that HBO special, which stands for Help a Brother Out Special, by clicking that subscribe button and the bell for notifications so when I upload new videos. Also, if you're already subscribed, let me take the time out to say thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. If you want to continue to support the channel, it's easy to do. All you got to do is give me a thumbs up to let me know that you're enjoying the content, and leave your take down below so that I can see what you have to say on these situations. Thanks. Now let's get it. Now when we talk about Kody and how he's doing his wives, we have to address the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is that in order for you to have a partnership, whether it's romantic, business, friendship, whatever, you have to have certain elements for that partnership to be successful. One of the elements that you have to have respect. Now, Kody talks a lot about respect. Every time you turn around, Christine's not respecting him. The kids aren't respecting him. Janelle's not respecting him. Mr. Respect, respect, respect. I don't feel safe around you. I can't respect you. You don't respect me. And if you can't respect me, that doesn't work in my world. As he said in the last episode, the truth of the matter is Kody doesn't give respect, so he doesn't receive respect. It's hard to respect somebody who doesn't respect you. How do I know that Kody doesn't respect Janelle? When he talks to Janelle, for instance, or he talks to Christine, for instance, it's always what he thinks, what his position is, what his thoughts are on a situation, and he expects the conversation after he states his thoughts or opinions or feelings on a situation. He clearly expects the conversation to be over. And more importantly, conversations are never important to him unless those conversations are relevant to him and it will impact him or somehow will convenience him, or more importantly, how he's being inconvenienced. If any of those thresholds are met, then he's willing to talk about it all day. But if he's not being inconvenienced, he's not being affected in any kind of way, and it only affects one of the ladies that he's married to and has children with, it affects his kids, but it doesn't directly affect him, he could care less what's going on with it. He could care less. And that says more about him as a sympathetic, empathetic human being and how he addresses the people that he supposedly cares about, the people he's supposed to be looking out for, than it does about the people he says are betraying him. He says that Janelle is betraying him because she didn't respect him. She's been telling him, and I'm assuming, and you can go back and look at some of my previous videos when I talk about Janelle and him, especially about that fifth wheel. She had asked him specifically about her position in losing her house. The lease is about to be up. I'm renting this house. The lease is up. I want to try to get on the property. We've been here for 4 years. It's the whole reason we moved out here. I want to get onto the property, so let me take steps to do that. I can't keep renting. This is over. What are we going to do? He didn't come in with a solution, so she developed her own solution. She said, I'm going to go get a fifth wheel. I'm going to move out to the property, and that's going to inspire me to go ahead and start moving on getting this property done and built up the way I want it built up. He resisted that the whole time. And then when she came in with a solution, he had a problem with the solution. Christine, last season, when she was telling him that she was having problems in a relationship, hell, for years prior to that, she's telling him that she's not enjoying the marriage isn't working for her, she's having problems, she's struggling with it, she needs more time and attention from him, she needs to talk to him, she needs to have that conversation. He out of hand dismissed her and told her that he's not worried about it. And then all of a sudden, when she comes back and she decides that, okay, you know what, I am going to take it upon myself and come up with a decision as to what I'm going to do, then all of a sudden it's, oh, she don't care about me and she's not paying attention to me and she's not helping to me, and I had no idea this was going on, because because you don't listen and you don't respect these women enough to pay attention to what's going on with them. And what I'm saying is that if you're in a relationship and the person who you're in a relationship with doesn't care enough about your situation to actually take the time to try to help you through it, discuss it, or figure out what's going on with you, especially if it doesn't affect him, but it impacts you, or especially if it doesn't really create inconvenience for her, but it will create great inconvenience for you, or create great problems for you, and they don't have time to have that discussion, and you need to second guess or at least question whether you want to continue in that relationship, because that relationship is never going to bear the fruit that you want. If you invest your time, energy, and effort into somebody or a relationship like that, then you're never going to have an ROI, which is a return of investment on your time, energy, and other resources. You're going to pour a bunch of stuff into this relationship, and you're just going to lose those things because the person you're involved with isn't involved with you. In Kody's case, one of the more poignant things that Kody said, because we keep in mind that when he was talking about Mary, historically, he's always said that he didn't care what Mary did. As far as he's concerned, he's not married to Mary. Mary can move away. He'd be fine with it. She can go get married. She can go jump off a bridge, fly to the moon, do whatever she want to do. He don't care. But then as soon as he starts talking about Coyote Pass and paying off these properties, then it's, I hope Mary feels like she can partner with us and, help us get these properties paid off. Oh gosh, I want to really use her resources. Now all of a sudden Mary's your best friend. In that case, don't never let somebody use you. And that's the whole point. Like, this is one of the things that I'll scream about to anybody. Like, even my kids, when they come to me, one of the early things when I told them, even when they were little kids, you never hang out with somebody who's hanging out with you because you have something, you can provide them opportunity, or you can give them some kind of advantage, or you're giving something to them by them hanging out with you. They should want to hang out with you or be a part of your life because they genuinely want to be a part of your life and your situation. Those are the type of people that you place investment in. In Mary's case, don't place investment in a guy that doesn't give a damn whether you're around unless you come in with your pocketbook. If you come with your purse, then the door is open. If you don't come with some kind of purse, monetary gift, or some kind of advantage, then all of a sudden you don't get a phone call. When they moved from Las Vegas to Arizona, chasing that dream, trying to be close to Robin's kids, whatever, when they did that, Robin wanted to buy a house. She got that big house. She got money from Janelle and money from Mary. The ironic part is, and you'll probably remember that they had a meeting and she said that she had been by herself in the house and she's all alone in the house and she don't have nobody to talk to and she's been following all the rules. And Kody had suggested, maybe Mary can stop by the house. Ask Robin. Robin said, no, I don't want her to come by. Lady, you wouldn't have a house without Mary. And now she can't even come visit it. She's getting used. And don't hang out with people who are trying to use you. If we look at the relationship with Kody and how he's approaching this whole monopoly thing where he's just trying to buy all these houses and properties and he's trying to use Janelle for trying to buy Christine's house. And he's standing there telling her, oh yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. You could definitely do it. Let's watch this clip.
You're not thinking like an entrepreneur.
You're seeing... I get all that, Kody, but I don't have a house.
I understand that you think you can't do both, but there's a way if there's a will. I think it's an illusion that she's convincing herself of, that somehow if she works her will, that we'll be successful at this.
And this is an example of the confusing hypocrisy that the family members are subjected to on a daily basis. When Robin sits on that porch and says, you guys don't talk, you don't communicate, this is the failure in communication quintessentially. When Kody is talking about himself and his willpower, then it's, anything can be accomplished as long as you believe it, you can make it happen. When Janelle tries to take that same attitude towards the thing she wants to accomplish, all of a sudden it's unrealistic and it's fantasy that you can just will things into existence. It's the power of will for me, nothing for thee. Now in that clip, he was telling her the whole time that it's easy and all you got to do is invest some money here and some money there and it'll be easy for us to do and we could definitely do it. No problem, no problem, no problem. When we talk about partnerships, one of the other key aspects of partnerships is the ability to have trust for your partner. And aside from the respecting, you have to be able to trust the person that you're with. If you can't trust them as far as you can throw them, then you're wasting your time. In Kody's case, he doesn't trust Janelle enough to be able to tell her the truth. I want you to purchase Christine's house because bop, 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 bop. I want to have an asset. This would be a great rental property. We could add to our portfolio, whatever the case may be. He doesn't trust that. So he tries to manipulate her by telling her the lie that, hey, well, I want you to have this asset. You don't have enough money to come up with the down payment on your own. Don't worry. I insist that we take some of the family money and give it to you for the down payment on Christine's house so that way we can move forward with it and I get my name on it, because I help give you some of the down payment, kind of like what he did with Christine in the first place. In the first instance, I want to get my name back on this house, so I'm going to help give you the money from the family. And then I'm going to take that same money that I gave you to put on the down payment to buy Christine's house, I'm going to pay Coyote Pass off. Then I'm going to take the same money that I used to buy Christine's house and pay off Coyote Pass. I'm going to take that same money. I'm going to then build you a house. And this whole time, that's why Janelle is so adamant and so enraged by the very prospect of what he's saying as far as we can do this, where there's a will, there's a way. What the hell does that mean? I don't have a house, Kody. Well, where there's a will, there's a way. I know you're going to be sleeping on the street with your daughter, or technically our daughter, but hey, where there's a will, there's a way. You just don't have the vision. No, I don't have the vision. No, I don't have the vision because you're looking out of a big $1 million home bay window. I'm looking at things from the street. And so my view is different from your view because I'm in the world and I see what's going on. That's Janelle's position. And it's funny to me because this is one of the things that Kody always says. Kody always kind of has he's in the neighborhood of a good idea, but he never seems to find the address. So he'll say things like, well, you got to have respect in a relationship, which is true. You got to have trust. I don't feel safe with her. You have to feel comfortable with people. And because you don't trust them, you don't feel safe around them. That develops insecurities. And he insists that they should be able to trust each other. But he doesn't do anything to be trustworthy to the people that he's associating with. So by him not being trustworthy and trusted in these situations, he's creating an environment where every one of the wives feels as though, and rightly so, that they have to establish themselves financially because at the end of the day, Kody will not be there for them. This is their demonstration that they don't trust him. This is why it's all of a sudden so important for Janelle to get her own property and her own estate with her name on it. Because she doesn't trust Kody. Kody is sitting there pretending like he's the only one that's having trust issues. No, bruh, it's you. They don't trust you. And when push comes down to shove, this is one of the things, I'll talk to my daughter about this, and I'll talk to my son about it. If you can't trust the person you're with, you're wasting your time. And if Janelle can't trust Kody, you're wasting your time. You're pouring money and resources into this family bank account that apparently Kody is the only person who has access to. One of the things that bothered me during towards the end where they were talking, he was outside talking and he was doing a confessional and he was saying that, well, I feel as though if she don't respect me, I don't feel that works in my world. And she needs somebody who's willing to break their back to help her, and I don't feel like doing that. And basically, if you really think about what Janelle is asking him to do, she's not asking him to do much. She's just asking him to write a check. Write a check from the account that she put money into. So she's not even asking him for his money. She's asking for her money, which is insane. The fact that she has to ask for her just due, and he's standing there pretending like him giving her money back is a problem. You give me money, okay, yeah, guys, if you're in college or you're ever in high school or whatever, and you have some friends, be like, hey, let's put some money in and get a pizza. And all of a sudden, everybody puts in the same amount of money to get a pizza. The guy goes and gets the pizza gets delivered. And because it's his house, he says, well, I'm going to be the one to determine who gets what slice and how many slices you get. That's crazy. We all put in the same amount of money. We should all have equal access to it. It just so happens that Janelle happens to be the person who does the taxes or takes all the paperwork down to the accountant to get the taxes done, so she knows exactly what's in the account and where the money is going. So she knows that the money is there. And it's funny to me that both Kody and Robin are sitting there talking about, oh, no, there's no money. There's not enough money. I would love to do it, but we just don't have it. But then at the same time, when they're talking about buying Christine's house, oh, we could definitely use the money from the account. Well, which is it, bro? Either you have the money in the account and you can buy Christine's house and you can help her to build and purchase Coyote Pass, pay Coyote Pass off and build on Coyote Pass, or you don't have the money, in which case the bigger question is, where'd the money go? And in other words, what does the nanny do? My name is James. This has been my take on reality, and I'm out.
'Cause I've been living life right like I